OBS లో కూడా కొట్టు. హాయ్. Yeah, I think we had some delicious lunch. Yeah, then we can start our session, which will be around 1 hour 59 minutes. Already 1 minute is completed, no? Yeah, I think majority of aware of my time sense. I'm always time punctual. What happened? Correct, no? Yeah, maximum it will be 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah, fine. We are in deep discussion of accounting for banking companies, if I am not wrong. Classification completed, no? Concept number 1 is also completed. What is concept number 1? Concept number 2. Yeah, I think in yesterday's session we covered concept number 2. I think you understood how to solve a problem if they are given from concept number 2. So what happens generally in this scenario, they will give you some loan amount and date of loan. They will give you last date of that particular outstanding balance. Firstly, you should find out what is the outstanding balance receivable from the customer. Then you have to revalue, revise the figure of security to the extent of security that is called secured advance. Balance is called unsecured advance. This is also covered in the previous session. Yeah, we are discussing prudential norms of Reserve Bank of India. There are two kinds of norms. One is classification of assets and provisions required. Second one is income recognition. So we are discussing first topic, classification of assets and provisions required. Already I told you very clearly here assets means not land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures. Here assets means loans given to the customers. So there are two types of assets, performing assets, non-performing assets. Performing assets are also called as standard assets. Yeah, again under NPO there are three subcategories. Hi, substandard asset, doubtful asset, loss asset. When to call one asset as a performing or substandard asset? When it is overdue up to 90 days. Performing assets or good assets or good persons like me, they do not create any trouble in what you kind in the time of receipts or settlement. Second category, NPA. When you call it as NPA, when it is overdue for more than that. Second one, I mean third one, substandard assets. When you call it substandard asset, hi, substandard assets means from being NPA up to 12 months. Doubtful assets beyond 12 months being NPA. Loss asset, it is identified as loss either by Reserve Bank of India or else auditor or else RBI. Yeah, fine. So this classification is very, very important. I will tell you why this is important. Just remembering particular names is not at all sufficient. You have to understood when one advance is called as performing, when substandard, when doubtful, when loss. For example, some loan is there that is overdue up to 80 days. Is it performing or non-performing? 80 days, 89 days, 90 days, 91 days, non-performing. From non-performing, you have to check whether it is substandard, doubtful or loss. No need to think about loss asset, because for categorize a loss, there is no need of any kind of term, all those things. The problem only is with two things, substandard and doubtful. When to call substandard, when to call doubtful. Once that asset is categorized as NPA, from the date to 12 months, that is called substandard, and after that it will be doubtful. That much easy. Don't make it complicated. Performing is anyway easy. There is no complication. Overdue within 90 days. Loss is also easy. What is loss? It is identified as loss either by the banker or by the auditor or by the RBI. What is the remaining two? Substandard and doubtful. From NPA to 1 year, doubtful. Beyond one, sorry, from NPA to 1 year, substandard. Beyond 1 year, doubtful. Correct? No, that much easy. Yeah. Now listen. Do you know prudence concept? What is prudence concept? Sorry. Correct. How do you know? How do you know? Yeah, great, great. Yeah. So prudence concept means you have to anticipate your future wife. Sorry, future. Sorry. Future losses. ఎందుకు మధ్యలో ఏదో వచ్చింది? Yeah, you have to. Okay, we are on live. Yeah, we have to anticipate future losses, not future wife కాదు, future profit. Summary is, you should not expect future profit, you should expect future losses. Whenever if there is any evidence that there will be any losses in future, you have to be create some amount of provision. Correct? No? Yeah, listen very carefully. Today's discussion will be very, very important. Listen, every day I will say the same dialogue because every day is important. Yeah. Yeah, done. Listen. For example, I have given a loan to all these three people, Kirti, Pragati, Teju. Yeah. So I have given loan to all of these three people, each one 1 lakh, 1 lakh, or else second batch. I will go for the next example. 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Correct, no? Yeah. Now what happened? Think in my perspective, I have given loan of 3 lakh rupees to three people. The term is 4 or 5 years. Tell me, definitely I have to think about my future receipt. I have to think about what is their status, financial status. For example, Kirti ma'am is financially sound person, then I may assume that there is no problem in this 1 lakh. Second person, there is small doubt. I think there is some kind of insolvency is going there. So she made an application to court for insolvency. Then definitely I have to rethink about this 1 lakh. Teju is also, she is financially is okay, but I am expecting I will receive only 50% of that 1 lakh. That means right now I know that I am going to lose 1.5 lakh out of those 3 lakhs. This is my loss, but this loss is future loss, not present loss. Whenever this loss is an evident, I have to create provision for this loss. After all, Varma is an individual. 3 lakh is nothing. Think in banker point of view. Banks will give crores of rupees loans. Crores of rupees loans to the customers. Definitely, every bank has to create some amount of provision. If they will not create any provisions, there will be chances of liquidation also. If there is a kind of Vijay Mallya or Nirav Modi in such scenarios. So every bank has to create some amount of provision. For example, I have given loan to Kirti. I know Kirti is a good person, but still I have to create some amount of provision. Same thing for Pragati and Sandhya. I have to create some amount of provision on it. Now the point is how much I have to create. Is it 5% or 6% or 7%? No need to worry. Banking Act itself says they will tell you how much amount provision you should create. They'll give you percentage. But the problem is they are not giving single rate. They are giving multiple rates depend upon which kind of asset it is. For performing assets, one kind of rate. For substandard, one kind of rate. For doubtful, one kind of rate. For loss, one kind of rate. You have to create that much of provision on that particular asset. You can expect this kind of questions in your examination, at least for MCQ. I will show you very easy concept. First one, standard assets. Standard assets means performing assets only. That means overdue up to, for standard asset they have given 3 rates. 0.25, 1%, 0.40%. If that is a performing asset, if the loan given to agricultural sector and SMEs. SMEs means samosa popcorn. Small and medium scale enterprises. If the loan is given to these kind of people and they are paying properly, if they are called as a performing asset or standard asset, you have to create 0.25% of provision. Because agricultural people and SMEs are generally genuine people. That too, they are performing asset only right now. Performing assets means they are paying on time. They are good and they are honest people. Very small amount of provision is required, 0.25%. If they are real estate commercial people, commercial real estate sector, even though they are commercial people, they are performing asset only. Performing assets means they are paying on time. They have to create 1% of provision. Who has to create? Bank has to create 1% of provision. Sir, this is performing asset only, but they are not agricultural, they are not SMEs, they are not commercial real estate sector. If any other people is there, you have to create 0.40%. So very easy. If it is a performing asset, 3 rates are there. 0.25, 0.25, 1, 0.40. Special rates are 0.25 and 1. Common rate is 0.40. You have to check firstly that should be performing asset. If it is non-performing asset, if even that is agricultural, this rate is not applicable. Are you getting my point? If it is agricultural sector, this rate is applicable only if that loan is a performing asset. Sir, I have given loan to SMEs, that is NPA, I can't apply this rate. You should apply this rate only if that is a performing asset. When to call that asset is a performing asset? When they are paying on due date or up to within 90 days. Are you getting my point, sir? So if just you have to check for which asset you are creating provision. If it is a performing asset, check whether it is comes under first category or second category or third category. What is first category? It is agricultural or SMEs, 0.25. If it is agricultural and performing asset, 0.25 only. Agriculture non-performing asset, which rate I will tell you later. As of now, we are focusing only on performing asset, nothing but standard asset. How many rates? 3 rates. What are those 3 categories? First of all, first category agricultural and SMEs. Second category commercial real estate. Third category others. What are those rates? 0.25%, 1%, 0.40%. These rates only applicable for performing asset. For example, the bank has given loan to SMEs, but that loan is a non-performing asset. Which rate I have to apply? No, these rates are not applicable. We will discuss later. Okay, na? So you have to recheck 2 checkpoints. Checkpoint number 1, that should be performing asset. Checkpoint number 2, it should be covered under these 2 categories. Are you getting my point, sir? So we are discussing how much provision bank has to create. Firstly, if performing asset means they are a good person only, that means if you observe the rates, all rates are very small rates. Out of 100 rupees loan, you should create only 0.25%, 1%, point for very small percentages. Think practically why they are creating very small percentages, because they are genuine people, they are paying on time. Even though if you not create provision also, I think there is no kind of any bad debts because they are paying on time. Still, for the sake of what you call safeguarding of banking, or else to comply with the Banking Companies Act, we should create provisions. I'm discussing about what standard or performing assets. How many categories are there? Three what are those three categories? Agricultural and SMEs, second category. Commercial real estate, third category. What are those three rates? For agricultural and SMEs, 0. For commercial people, for others, 0.40, 0.25, 1, 0.40. Mahesh, are you okay? Yeah. Second category, substandard assets. If it is substandard assets, again some rates are there. In substandard asset, first of all, what is the meaning of substandard assets? NPA up to 12 months, not overdue up to 12 months, NPA up to 12 months. If it is a substandard asset, of course there is some kind of secured, unsecured, concept number 2. Up to secured person, you have to apply 15%. Remaining unsecured, if that loan is given to infrastructural companies, 20%, for others 25%. That's it, done. That means in substandard assets there are three rates again: 15, 20, 25. 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. This 15 is for secured portion, this 20 25 is for unsecured. Unsecured infra loans 20, unsecured others 25. Now tell me, we covered right now two rates, two kind of assets. First one is for performing assets. Second one is for substandard assets. In performing assets, there are three rates. Tell me, what are those three rates? 0.25, 1%, 0.40. 0.25 for whom? Agricultural sector, and SM is 1% is for commercial real estate sector. 0.40% is for other category. Second one, substandard assets. Again three rates. 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 15, 20, 25. 15 is for secured portion, 20 is for unsecured infrastructural projects, 25 is for others. Last category, last only, in fact, doubtful assets. Here, doubt only 4 percentages. For unsecured, first of all, tell me, what is the meaning of doubtful asset? Before that, if you observe, rates has been increased when compared to performing assets. Why? Already they are becoming NPA, no? Some chance of bad debt is there. That's why slightly I increased the rate. For secured, rate is less. Why? Security is there, and I can sell it in the open market. For unsecured, rates are little bit more. For doubtful, what is doubtful? NPA more than, already he is NPA and 1 year also increased. That's why we have to increase the rates when compared to substandard as well. If it is unsecured, already doubtful and no security, 100% I have to create. For secured, if it is a doubtful, up to 1 year from doubtful, 25%. 1 year to 3 years, 40%, more than 3 years, 100%. So in doubtful, already if that person is doubtful asset, if there is no security, use your common sense. He is unable to give and no security, 100% you have to create. There will be no more receipt. Doubtful, but up to 1 year only, 25%. 1 year to 3 years, 40. More than 3 years, 100. That means even though security is there, if it is more than 3 years, we should create 100. And unsecured also 100. 25, 40. Here it ends with 25, no? Here begin with 25. 25, 40, 100. Unsecured anyway 100%. For loss asset, no need to think of it, 100%. Okay, no? So I will tell all the rates, just listen. Yeah. So first of all, RBI has given prudential norms for recognition of provision. So we have to create some amount of provision on loans given to the customers. In fact, they are my assets. I have to create provision depend upon which kind of category it is. If it is a performing asset, there are three rates: 0.25, 1%, 0.4%. 0.25% is for agricultural sector and SMEs. 1% is for commercial real estate sector. 0.40% is for others. Second category, substandard assets. There are only three rates: 15, 20, 25. 5 3s, 5 4s, 5 5s. 15% is secured portion. 20, 25 is for unsecured portion. 20 is for infrastructural. 25 is for others. Third category, doubtful assets. 4 rates. For unsecured, entire 100%, that ends with 25, no? 25, 40, 100. 25 is up to 1 year. 1, 2, 3, 40. More than 3, 100. Last category, loss asset, 100%. Here the problem is you should know when to call one asset is substandard, doubtful, loss. And at the same time, you should be aware of these rates. For example, in exam, they will ask you, loan given to a customer X, overdue date is something. They will tell you overdue up to some 360, up to 3 years or whatever it is. You have to first find out which category it is and you have to give that rate. They will give you MCQ. If you have detailed clarity on it, you can easily answer it. Otherwise, every answer looks like correct only. Because they will give you mostly these rates only: 0.25, 1, 40, 25. Everything seems correct, but they are not. Okay, no? You tell me. So what is our concept number 3? First of all, RBI. First one, classification of assets means is it performing or substandard or doubtful. Or second one, how much provision we have to create. First of all, tell me how many main classifications. What are those? Or else I can say performing asset as again NP assets are 3 categories. What are those? Substandard, doubtful, loss. Tell me when to call one asset as a performing asset. Overdue up to, if they are paying on time also, they are performing asset. Second category, NPA. When to call it as NPA? Overdue more than. Next one, substandard assets means from NPA to 1 year. When to call doubtful? More than 1 year. Next one, loss asset. When to call loss asset? Loss identified by the banker or auditor or RBI. Next one, provision to be maintained or created. It's depend upon which category of asset it is. For example, it is a performing or standard assets. How many rates? What are those 3 rates? 0.25%, 1%, 0.25% is for agricultural and 1% is for 0.40% is for others. Next, substandard, there are 3 or 4. 3 rates or 4 rates. What are those 3? 15% is for secured portion, 20 is for unsecured infrastructural loans, 25 is for unsecured others. Now tell me, I will ask some kind of doubts. For example, loan given to agricultural sector, if that is a substandard asset, what is the rate? Gone. I will repeat the question. Loan given to agricultural sector, if that asset is a substandard asset, what is the rate? Generally secured only. If it is unsecured, sir, agriculture no 0.25% only, no? That is only for performing asset. Done. Super. For doubtful, how many rates? What are those 4 rates? 100, 25, 40. For unsecured, secured up to 1 year, more than 3 years, more than 3 years, 100%. 2 years, 3 years, 3 years, 1 day, 100%. 100% you are correct. Last asset, yeah, done. You have done with your concept. Are you writing notes or what is the last one? You are in losses, huh? Yeah. Make it profit. Last bench, are you able to? Or else you can come. Where is? Good evening, bro. I feel like I want to give you a compliment. Yeah. Out of my past 5.5 or 6 years experience, for the first time, I feel the best batch. Yeah. Nizam. Promise on you. You can ask you even your juniors as well. I told the same thing. Uh, Please wait for 6 more days. I will come to you. We can discuss more and more. Anybody who by any chance material? No. Financial accounting, please. Kavya, done. Hi. Where is Licky? Aki, what happened? Okay, okay. Something personal I can't talk. Okay, okay. Approach arbitrator. Can I? Manishi, are you fine? I don't think so. Ghana. What happened, Sri Harika? Samira, are you there? Where is Katapa? Okay. Mahesh, yeah, tell me. Meanwhile, I will ask my small doubts. You can write and give me answer. Tell me what is the rates for performing assets? 0.251, 0.40. For commercial real estate sector, for agricultural sector, for real estate, for SMEs, uh, for bank, for example, loan given to Reliance Industries Limited. What is the percentage? 0.40 if it is a performing. Doubtful assets, 4 rates for unsecured 100, secured up to 1 year 25, 1, 2, 3, 40, more than 300. Sai completed. Step number 3. Standard turnover minus actual turnover for indemnity period. Calculation for what is that? Short sales equals to Sai. Step number 1 calculation of step number 2 GP ratio na. Step number 3 Sai. Step number 4 3 into 2. Wow, great. Do you need something? We'll meet. We'll discuss about it during break. Yeah, I will give you whatever you want. Where is Nagarjuna? No more. Completed. If completed, please take 60 seconds or 1 minute to revise those rates. Then we'll solve one problem. Yeah. Time up. Are you ready? Kirti ma'am, are you ready for it? Let's go for it. Question number 5 is on your screen. Yes, we can do it. From the following info of the details of advances of X, not my X, it's capital X. X Bank Limited. Why are you always curious about her? Okay, we are on live. Calculate the amount of provision to be made in P&L account. They're asking how much provision we should create. Yeah, I won't help you. Just listen very carefully. You will answer it. Yeah. Open your calculator. Open means just switch on it. Maggie, are you ready with your calc? Yeah. So first one, standard assets. Standard assets. What is the amount of loan? 6,000. Tell me what is the rate for standard asset? 0.25, 1%, 0.25% is for the people of agricultural or SME. 1% is for real estate. 0.40% is for. If nothing is given, we assume it is a other category. Nothing but we have to apply the rate of 0. And switch on your calc, apply 0.40% here. 24. Second one, substandard. We have 3 rates in substandard, right? What are those 3 rates? 15, 20, 25. When to apply 15%? When to apply 20%? Unsecured infra. When to apply 25%? But here nothing is given. Tell me what should I do? Is it secured or unsecured first of all? Already I told you in the first class itself, banks always will give secured loans only. That means how much percentage? Into 15%. Sorry? 660. Next one, doubtful for 1 year. What is the percentage? 20. 2 years. 3 years. 3 years. Up to 3 years, 40% only. Sorry? More than 3 years? How very chititali? Do it into 100%. 600 into 100%. Calculated already. Yeah. For last asset. Into. Do it, no problem. She is expert in calculation. If you ask 1 plus 1 also, she will use calculator. That is her specialty. Total? That's it for 7 marks. For you it is wow only if you in your exam, if any rates are just mismatched, done, zero. Then you have to say wow. Even the wow, your result will be wow. పనికి మనలేదా? Okay, correct. Is it main or additional question? Anyway, I am changing all this question pattern, but still okay. Copy the answer. Here, there are 2 points you have to remember. Point number 1, if nothing is given, we have to assume it as a secured. If there is no such criteria, we have to assume it as a other category. For example, in first one, they have given standard, but there is no details about agricultural or SME or commercial. Then you have to assume it as a others. In second, substandard is there, no data about secured, unsecured. You have to assume it as a secured. Yeah, you should remember those. If you take for unsecured, you will take 20 or 25. Answer is 100% wrong. It looks like easy because I am doing the problem and this is classroom. If it is exam hall, then should be next level. If you take any number instead of 25, you take 20%, your answer is wrong. You have to be very cautious while solving this kind of problems because very easy answer, but you have to write correct amount of percentages. If you know everything accurately, correctly, it will take hardly 1.5 minutes to get 7 marks. Otherwise, you will lose the same marks even within the same time. Yeah. If you need, copy it. Otherwise, copy. Manishi, are you able to understand? Yeah. Maggie, anything personal? I think already I told you this weekend exam syllabus is accounting for banking companies. Two more days, no? Friday and Saturday. Yeah, we can conclude the chapter. I think Maggie is not interested. Not at all, no? Yeah. Sir, in your main exam, there will be MCQs. I think you are aware of it. 15 MCQs are there, no? Yeah, where we have to answer those MCQs? In OMR sheet only, okay? Yeah, remember. I'm not kidding. In recent examination, many of outsiders, even still I'm getting messages, they've written on their answer sheet, not on OMR. They have not observed their OMR up to last exam. Last exam, they came to know some OMR is there. All marks are gone. All 5 papers. 5 or 6 papers, I think. Yeah, is it completed? Done, everybody? Kirti ma'am, are you drawing some chatabadi or yeah? No. Soumya, are you sleeping? Yeah, fine. Ma'am. Make it fast, yaar. We don't have time. Teju, bolo. Why are you laughing, man, always? You're spreading positivity. You only. Center person. Yeah. I won't help you out at all. Give me answer for it. Which number, 3 or 4? What is 3? Yeah, 3 only. There is some twist is there. Yeah, observe very carefully and give me answer. There are 2 to 3 tricky points are there. Even though if your answer goes wrong, no problem at all. I'm not going to give any kind of prizes or such kind of rewards. Just do it. Where is Telugu batch Karnakar? Absent. Viswarup? Okay. Geetanjali, what is the answer? Correct. Chotu, 32. Ah, 40. Bootu. Samira, tell me. Yes, yes, you are wrong. Tell me. Dilip, what is the answer? 30.30. That is wrong. Super. Yeah, I will help you out definitely because I'm so kind-hearted person. Listen, my dear kids. So, firstly, advance fully secured. They have not given whether that is performing, non-performing. Nothing but performing, substandard, doubtful, loss. They were given fully secured. If nothing is given, assume it as a performing asset only. If it is a performing asset, there are three rates now. What are those three rates? 0.25, 1. Is it agricultural sector? Is it SME? Is it commercial real estate sector? That means we have to apply 0.28. Second one, already I told you this point 2 to 3 times. They told you overdue for 15 months, not NPA for 15 months. From overdue 15 months means up to 3 months NPA, remaining 12 months substandard only. Are you getting my point? So this will be substandard only. In substandard we have three rates: 15, 20, 25. 15 is for secured, remaining 2 is for unsecured. Here there is no data about secured and unsecured. If nothing is given, you should assume it as a secured. Means how much? Say 3. Next one, advance overdue for more than 2.5 but less than 3. It comes under doubtful asset. What is less than 3 years? 40%. 10 into 40. Chittadalli. But there is some adjustment is there. Listen. Yeah, what is this? Yeah. Listen carefully, all of you. Advance overdue for more than 2.5 but less than 3. It comes under doubtful, no? Under doubtful we have 4 rates. For unsecured 100%, for secured 25, 40. They have given some additional data. The data is out of this overdue for more than 3, security is there of land and building valued 5 lakhs. Switch on. So 5 lakh worth of, hello, come on. Ranu, what is happening? Some ETV or Gemini? Ra. Sir, we know. So some security is there up to 5 lakh. That means the loan amount is 5 lakh. For that 5 lakh security is there. That means this is doubtful and security is there. Correct, no? That means total how much? 10 lakh. Out of 10 lakh, 5 lakh is secured. Remaining 5 lakh is, listen very carefully. So out of this 10 lakh we have divided into 2 categories, 5 and 5. 5 is secured, 5 is, what is the rate for secured portion? For what is unsecured first of all? 100 means 5. For secured 3 rates, no? What are those 3 rates? 25, 40. It comes under second category, 40. 5 into 40 means 2 plus 5. For loss asset, what the last person? Unsecured, not recoverable. Loss asset, 100%, 20. 28 plus 3 plus 7 plus 20. Sorry? 28 plus 3 plus 7. What is it? This is 0.28. Yeah. 0.28 plus 3 plus 7 plus 20. 30.28. So problem is with this point only. I repeat this point. There is some doubtful asset is there. If doubtful, we have to divide into 2 categories. How much secured, how much unsecured. They are telling 5 lakh is unsecured. Balance 5 lakh is secured. For unsecured, 100%. For secured, we have 3 rates. 25, 40, 100. This comes under second category, no? 40%. Okay, no? So they can give this kind of question in your exam. Clear? So with this, concept number 3 is done. Now the time is 3:06 only. Our class is up to 4. We can conclude the chapter as well. Come on. Concept number 4. What is concept number 4? That means income recognition. You tell me, my dear students, normally what is income for banking companies? Interest only. They'll give the loans, they will charge interest. Yeah. For example, I have a given loan to Kirti. At the same time, I have a given loan to Vijay Mallya. Both the person has to give interest to the banker. But Vijay Mallya's loan is NPA, Kirti's loan is performing asset. Already you are aware of this kind of treatment in your incomplete records or single entry system chapter. Irrespective of actual receipts or payment, we have to record accrual basis. We generally follow. Even though Kirti and Vijay Mallya, if they are not paying interest in cash, I have to write on credit side of my P&L account. That's what my accrual basis says. That's what my accrual system is. But what happened? Kirti is paying on time, but Vijay Mallya is not paying from last 20 years. Even though I am writing on credit side, buy interest, what is the use on it? Banking Companies Act says, if you are recording your income, if that interest is on performing asset, that means it is like a Kirti, record on accrual basis. If that is a kind of NPA, looks like Vijay Mallya loan, don't follow accrual basis, follow cash basis. If you receive, write by interest, otherwise keep calm. Are you understood my point? Very easy. There is no concept of difficulty here. If that interest is related to performing asset, follow accrual basis. Definitely you will get that interest from Kirti, no problem. If that loan given to Pragati or else Vijay Mallya, we can't expect on time. So you have to apply cash basis. If they give, write on credit side of by interest. Otherwise ignore. Okay, no? So on this we have a small problem. First of all, copy it. Concept number 4 is that's it. One small problem is there, I think. అది మీరు ఊరు చేస్తాను ఆన్సర్ బుక్ ఇస్తాను కదా రాసుకుంటారా ఇచ్చేస్తా బుక్ చిట్టి తల్లి why people are laughing? Kavya G. Okay, okay. Aki, come on. Thanks for defending. Manishi. Where is Banu? Hi. So income recognition as per norms of RBI is very clear. If that interest is related to performing asset, we should follow accrual basis. If it is non-performing asset, we should follow cash basis. There is some logic or common sense is there. If it is NPA, if you record on accrual basis, your profit always increased, but in practicality you are not getting any amount from that particular customer. Completed. Then one small problem is there. Not yet completed. Okay, I will come. Yeah, all of you look at the screen. Please. Given below are given below are details of interest on advance of a commercial bank. So performing assets are there, non-performing assets are there. On performing asset, there are three kind of loans: a term loan, cash credit. Just they have given loans names. Nothing is important for us. For us, interest earned, interest received. Earned means accrual basis. Received means cash basis. Already I told you, if it is a performing asset, you should follow accrual. NPA should follow. Listen. This is performing asset, no? Tell me which basis I have to follow if it is performing asset. That means we have to follow these three rates. These rates are irrelevant for me. Second category, NPA. I should follow. I have to follow this rate. That means I have to ignore. That is the answer. 240 plus 1500 plus 300 plus 10 plus 24 plus 30. Done. Don't expect this kind of silly questions for 7 marks. They will write on loan basis. For example, they will write term loan, performing asset 240, non-performing asset 10. Second category, cash credit 1500, 24, like that. You can see. Totally same anyway. Okay, no? Yeah, question number 4. Question number may get changed. Copy the answer. First of all, ardhamainda. Nothing is difficult, sir. If it is a performing asset, we should, all these are performing assets. So I have to follow accrual base. Accrual means earned. This is irrelevant for me. Second category NPA, I should follow cash basis. This is irrelevant for me. Open, switch on your calc and add all those 6 things. 24 plus 1500 plus 300 plus 10 plus 24 plus 40. What is that? That's what answer is. You can see. They are writing on classification. Term loan, performing is it, non-performing is there, no? Term loan, performing is at 240, non-performing 10. Second one, cash credit, performing 1500, non-performing 24. Third one, bills purchased 300, 40, 340. Anyway, answer is same. Okay, no? Copy the answer. Mahesh M. What are you waiting for? How many concepts completed? First concept is bill discount, rebate on bill discounted. Second concept is secured loans versus. Third concept is RBI prudential norms, classification of assets and provisions required. Fourth concept is RBI prudential norms, income recognition. What are the remaining two topics? DICGC, ECGC. Last one, section number 17. Section number 17 is on MCQ, that's it. Ma'am, are you writing? Last person. I will come. Yeah, all my dear boys done. Backbench heroes. Yeah. Heroines. Yeah. Ma'am, completed. Huh? యాక్టింగ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఆమె. యా సూపర్. Yeah, come on, let's move on to the next topic, DICGC and ECGC. Yeah, Sri Harika, listen. DICGC full form is Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, and ECGC means Export Credit Guarantee. Yeah, these two are government related entities, corporations. Listen carefully. I will give you an example that will be enough. So recently, that means way back 1 year, in 2024, what happened? In 2024, especially in AP, Andhra Pradesh, post elections, after TDP government, sorry, NDA government came into power. So central government has given 15,000 crores rupees for construction of capital. I think all of you aware of it. As of now, Andhra Pradesh has capital, but we don't have capital. That is the problem. So for construction of capital, we need capital, nothing but investment. Correct, no? So central government has given 15,000 crores rupees given grant to the AP, but reality is they have not given single rupee. Central government has given permission to take loan from World Bank of 15,000 crores rupees. Generally, World Bank will not give this much of huge amounts to a particular state government. They will give that much of amount to the state governments only if there is guarantee given by the central government. In this case, central government has given guarantee to World Bank. No problem, you can give loan to AP state government. If there is any default, I will repay it. That is the guarantee of central government. Now who is lender? World Bank is lender. Who is borrower? AP is borrower. So central government is just a guarantor. Even the central government has given guarantee, World Bank will ask some amount of security. We have to give some amount of security to World Bank. We means AP has to give security to the World Bank. So what is the loan amount? 15,000 crores. For example, AP government has given all government buildings as a security to the World Bank. For example, as on today, buildings value is 10,000 crores as on today. For example, AP government failed to repay it. Now what will happen? World Bank will take over all these buildings. Still we have to pay 5,000 crores more. This 5,000 crores will be repaid by the central government to the World Bank. Are you getting my point? Generally, central government will not directly give guarantee. That means Narendra Modi or Amit Shah, they can't give guarantee. So to give guarantee, they'll incorporate some kind of corporations. They are nothing but DICGC and ECGC. These two are central government bodies only. They are giving guarantee, means central government is giving guarantee only. They will not give 100% guarantee. They will give at least 40 or 50%. For example, in this case, how much payable? 5,000 share. Out of 5,000 share, 40% or 50% will be the DIC. That means out of 50 means 2.5 is guaranteed by the DICGC. Balance is unsecured. Are you able to understand, sir? Ignore this example. Let's come on. Let's go with small example. For example, one SME is there. SME means small and medium scale enterprise is there. Generally, every government will encourage SMEs. Okay, no? So this SME has taken loan from SBI, amount of 10 lakh, for example, big amount, 100 lakhs. But SBI will, even though this SME is there, if they approach SBI bank for 100 lakh rupees, nothing but 1 crore rupees loan, SBI will not give loan because they're a new startup company. How SBI can give 1 crore to that SMEs? Even though they are a caliber persons like you, SBI can't give loan without any kind of their performance because they are a new startup, they can't give. In such a case, what government will do? Government will give guarantee to SMEs, to encourage SMEs. They will say, my dear SBI, you don't worry, you please give loan to that SMEs. We will giving guarantee of 50 or whatever percentage is there. Even though you can take security from SMEs. Definitely SMEs will give, for example, they give security as some land, example sake. At year end means this loan is on 1/4/25. Year end means 31st March 26. Bank has to revalue, same as secured, unsecured. You have to check what is our position. If I am checking, land value is, for example, 60 lakhs. What is the loan amount? 100 lakhs. What is the security value? That means how much still receivable? Out of 40 lakh, they have given. What is the guarantee? 50%. That means I can receive remaining 20 lakh is unsecured. Total secured how much? 20 lakh from central government. This land 60 lakh. Total out of 100, 80 is secured, 20 is unsecured. Clear, sir? DICGC and ECGC are central government and Reserve Bank of India subsidiaries or bodies. For encouraging SMEs or some kind of companies, they will give guarantee on behalf of those companies to the bankers. Even though guarantee is there, banker will ask securities from the borrower. When DICGC or ECGC has to pay, firstly banker has to realize the securities of the borrower. Still anything is pending, then DICGC or ECGC will come into the picture. One question is there, that is more than enough. Where it is? Question number 6. Very easy question, just listen. Balance outstanding, or there are two kind of loans, term loan, export loan. That is irrelevant, two loans, that's it, nothing more than that. First let us focus on first loan. What is the loan amount outstanding right now? That means think in bank point of view, how much receivable? DICGC, how much they covered? Securities held, what is the securities value? But we have to check realizable value, not original value. What is realizable value? This 10 lakh figure, 15 is irrelevant for us. Revalued figure is important for us. As of now, we have to receive 35 lakh. But what is today's realizable value? That means out of 35 lakh, we can receive very comfortably 10 lakhs. Correct, no? How much still pending? Out of, this is 10 lakh is secured portion only. Out of 25 lakh, how much guaranteed by DICGC? This is also security. 40% means, what is the balance amount? This 15 is, here two secureds. This 10 and this 10. Total 20 lakh is secured, 15 lakh is unsecured. You tell me, in second loan, what is the outstanding amount? That means how much we have to receive? How much guarantee given by the corporation? Securities held 10 lakh, realizable value 8 lakhs. Which is important? 10 or 8? This 10 is irrelevant for us. Tell me, out of 30 lakh, How much secured by the borrower? That means how much still receivable? The out of 22, how much guaranteed by ECGC? 50% means how much unsecured? Here secured means this 8 lakh plus this 11 lakh. Unsecured 11. That means secured is 19, unsecured is, add those two, you will get 30. Are you getting my point? Same thing. 35 is outstanding. Out of 35, realizable value 10, balance 20 out of 25. So 40% covered, 10 balance is unsecured. Here also 50, 10. No, this side. 30 out of 30, 8 is secured, 22 is unsecured. Out of 22, 11, 11. This is enough. This is not required. Okay, no? Last concept. Actually, I have given notebook as well. Okay. Last concept, section number 17. One small provision is there in Banking Companies Act. Every bank, out of their year-end profits, available profit, they have to transfer 25% of its available profits to reserve fund. For MCQ, very, 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 very important. They are asking very, very frequently. This rate is for banking companies as well as cooperative societies. It will comes under audit. This is banking. For both those things, rate is same 25%. Where to transfer? Reserve fund. Copy this concept. Concept number 6 is missing, no? 5 also. You have written the concept at least. Concept 5. What is concept 5? Yeah. Write down then concept 5. DICGC and ECGC. What is full form of DICGC? Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. ECGC means Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. DICGC and ECGC are governmental bodies. They will give guarantee towards loans taken by the companies. Write that example as well. So we have to apply that 40% only after reducing realizable value of securities. They will give you original value of securities. You should not consider that value. You should consider realizable value only. So here, what is the total security? 10, 400, 4,000 plus 6,000, 10,000. Some security through land, some security is by DICGC. How much unsecured? 6,000. Total 10 plus 6, 16 equals to loan outstanding. Bharat? Last concept, concept number 6, section number 17, 17. So with this, our banking company's chapter is completed successfully. Everybody completed? Just close your books. So do you know, I think I have some habit to revise the entire chapter once the chapter is completed. So just I'm going to what you call revise entire chapter in 15 minutes. Listen very carefully. So don't look banking companies chapter, electricity companies chapter, insurance companies chapter, just separate chapters. Even though these three are separate, there is no interlink as well. But for me, in examination point of view, those three chapters are under one chapter roof, because they are asking 16 marks from these three chapters continuously. Even for your attempt also, you are going to get 16 marks from these three chapters. What are those three? Banking, electricity, insurance. Already I told you the weightage or exam paper will be like 7 plus 7 plus 2. That means 2 descriptive questions out of the 3 chapters and 1 an MCQ. So let's already we have started with banking companies chapter. So let me revise entire banking companies chapter. So before discussing banking companies, at least we know what are the banks in India. We have almost n number of banks in our India. Topmost banks are like SBI, ICICI, Axis, PNB, IDBI, IOB. N number of banks are there. So I'm expecting MCQ from this area. Up to June 2025, they have not even touched this area. But if I am paper setter, definitely I will ask MCQ from this area. The reason is generally people will ignore this area. Very easy classification of entire banks. They categorized into two categories: scheduled banks, non-scheduled banks. Non-scheduled, no separate category. Under schedule, again two categories: commercial banks, cooperative banks. Commercial means they are profit oriented. Cooperative means they are not profit oriented, they are charity oriented. Again commercial, four category: public sector, private sector, foreign bank, rural bank. Again cooperative, two: urban cooperative, state cooperative. Again public sector, two: nationalized bank, state bank group. Next, in this chapter we are going to discuss 7 concepts. Concept number 1, rebate on bill discounted. Concept number 2, secured loan versus unsecured loan. Concept number 3, RBI prudential norms with respect to classification of assets and provision required. Concept number 4, RBI prudential norms with respect to income recognition. Concept number 5, DICGC and ECGC. Concept number 6, section number 17. Out of 6 concept, 6th concept is only MCQ area. Let's discuss MCQ area, then we can move on to the remaining topics. If you ask me frankly, if they want to test MCQ from this area, there are only 2 areas are there. Highest priority area is section number 17. Otherwise they can test MCQ from this area. Apart from these 2, I don't think any other area to pick MCQ. So firstly discuss about section number 17. What is section number 17 says? Out of available profits, every bank should transfer 25% of available profits to where? Reserve fund. That's what MCQ purpose only. One more area is there. This is classification of banks. 2 categories: scheduled, non-scheduled. And again scheduled, commercial, cooperative. Again commercial, public, private, foreign, rural. Again cooperative, urban cooperative, state cooperative. Again public, nationalized and State Bank of India group. That's it. Coming to problematic part, there are 5 areas are there. They can test question from anywhere for 7 marks. First area, rebate on bill discounted. For this you should aware of some bills of exchange knowledge, especially calculation of due dates. For example, I think you know how to calculate due date. We have to consider months as well as 3 more days as a grace days. For example, 1/1/2024, 3 months. 3 months means 1/4/2024 plus 3 days, 4/4/2024. 15/4/24, 4 months means 15/4/24 plus 3, 18/4/24. 11/11/24, 3 months means 11/3/24. 11/3, no? 11, sorry, how can I forget this data? So 11/2/24 plus 3, 14/2/24. 12/6/24, 2 months Independence Day, no? Previous day. All this calculation is in your bills of exchange chapter, which is in your paper number 5, law. 6, paper number 6, financial accounting. So coming to this concept, discounting of bill, you know already. What is the entry for bill discounting? If the bill amount is 1 lakh, discounting for 95,000, bank account 95,000, discount account 5,000, to bills receivable 1 lakh. But that entry is in the books of drawer or drawee, whatever it is. But this entry is only for your group 1, keep it with you. But in your group 2, we have to think in the point of view of banker, not in the point of view of drawer, drawee, all this nonsense here. So in banking, what is the journal entry? Bill discounted account debit to customer current account to interest and discount. Already I told you there is some kind of expired period, some kind of unexpired period. We should create a rebate on bill. Yeah, how to answer concept number 1 question? Already I told you how to answer. Tell me step by step. First one problem will be like, give me 1 minute. Yeah, will be like this. You have to first find out what is the due date. Second thing, you have to find out time gap between balance sheet date to due date. Third one, amount into percentage into the time period by 360. You have to add all those things, and entry is, you know what is entry for creation of rebate, interest and discount account debit to rebate on. That's it. If you get question from this concept, there should not be even single mistake. You have to be very cautious while calculating number of days. Be cautious with February month, very dangerous month. I think you know what is the reason why it is dangerous, because it has 28 days. That's why it is dangerous. Next one, concept number 2, secured loan versus unsecured loans. Secured loans, unsecured loans, but in practical life there is no kind of unsecured loans. Bankers will give generally secured loans only. But the question will be like, some loan is there, some date of loan is also there. They will give some asset as a security. They will give you interest rate. They will ask you to secured, unsecured. Tell me how to find out answer in concept number 2. Firstly, we have to find out what is outstanding balance. How to get outstanding balance? Principal amount plus interest. If they have a given yearly basis, just plus it. Sometimes they will give you compounding quarterly or compounding half yearly. In our problem, they have given 16% per annum. If I am not wrong, they are compounding quarterly. Per quarter, 4 months. No, that means 4% per quarter. So 5 quarters are there. We have to add plus 4%, plus 4%, plus 4%, plus 4%, plus 4%. We will get some amount of, if I am not wrong, 6,08,326 somewhere. Out of that, we have to minus secured portion. If I am not wrong, 7,000 shares, 80 rupees per share, 5,60,000. Balance 40,826 will be the unsecured. That's it. Next, concept number 3, prudential norms. There are 2 kind of norms. First one, assets provision. Second one, income recognition. So assets means we have 2 kinds of assets: performing asset, non-performing asset. Again, under non-performing assets, 3 categories: substandard asset, doubtful asset, loss asset. When to call the substandard assets, when to perform, that's what we have to discuss. When to call performing asset, overdue up to. When to call non-performing asset, overdue. When to call substandard assets, NPA up to. When to call doubtful assets, NPA more than 12 months. When to call loss asset, identified as loss by the banker, banker, auditor or RBI. So next one, how much provision we should create? It depend upon which kind of asset. If it is a performing assets, there are 3 classifications. What are those 3? Agricultural and SME, commercial real estate sector, others. For agriculture and SME, 0.25%, commercial 1%, others 0. Substandard 3 rates. 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20, 5 5 is 15, 20. 15 is for secured. These 2 are for infrastructural, 20 for others. For doubtful, 4 rates: 25, 40, 100, 100. For unsecured, 100. Secured up to 1 year, 25, 1 2 3 40, more than 3, 100. Loss asset, we have seen 2 questions how to answer it. For example, if nothing is given, we have to assume it as a secured or unsecured. For example, if it is a performing asset, they are not giving any details about whether it is related to agricultural, SME or real estate. We have to assume it as a other category. We should apply the percentage of 0.40. Next, income recognition, very damn easy concept. If it is interest on performing it should follow accrual basis, otherwise you should follow cash basis. Next one, last concept, DICGC and ECGC. DICGC full form, deposit insurance and credit guarantee. ECGC full form, export credit guarantee. These two are governmental bodies. They will give guarantee on behalf of companies to that banks. So here if you observe, outstanding balance is 16,000 crores. First we have to reduce realizable value and we will get some amount of figure. Out of those, some guaranteed by the government, some is unsecured. Here total security is how much? This 4,000 is secured. This is also secured. Total 10,000 is secured. Last we already covered this concept. Okay, no? Yeah, now I will open last 4 to 5 attempts question paper. If anybody feels difficulty solving all this, right now we can't expect. Even you can solve it also, that is my promise. If anybody feels, if any one of student in this class feels difficulty, definitely I'll accept I'm failure. Just give me 1 minute. This is recent June 2025 examination paper. This is not my paper or BCCA question paper. This is examination question paper. I will open. Firstly, let me check MCQ. Is there any question from banking? From banking they have not touched, but this question already I covered in our chapter only. Already I told you, no, for a banking and society same rate. How much? I can't take in this audit question. I will ignore. From banking, no question is there. MCQ. Let me check descriptive question. Yes. Concept number 5. What is happening? They have given outstanding loan, security sell, realizable value, DICGC. Chailema? Can't we? Yes, you can do it. Even I can do it on CalC. Give me CalC, I will give you the answers. So for first, what is outstanding? 70. 70 means I have to reduce realizable value. Balance 50. 50 or 40 is covered, no? That means 20 is secured. Balance 30 unsecured. 30 unsecured, 20 secured, plus here 20, 40 secured, 30 unsecured. Out of 70, 40 secured, 30 unsecured in term loan. Second loan, 60 minus, I will write 60 minus 16, say 44. Out of 44, 22 is secured, 22 is unsecured. That means total secured is 22 plus 16, 38, unsecured 22. Answer done. 7 marks. If you look at our paper, they have multiplied the with 2. 7 marks. Just now we have seen June 25 paper. Now let's me open December 24 paper, paper number 10. Let me check MCQ. No MCQ. They've asked from insurance company MCQ. Let me go on to the descriptive part. Question number 4A. Look at question number 4A. Two minutes. And question number 4A. What is this question number 4A? What is the concept number? Concept number 2. Secured loans versus unsecured loans. Same question, no? They have given loan, shares are there. Everything is same. That is also comes from our material only. Same question, nothing difficult. Here also same compounded quarterly. 10% per annum per quarter, how much? 10 by 4, 2.5%. I can do it on calculator itself. Okay, remaining we'll discuss tomorrow. Remaining 3 words I will also show in the next class. So with this, we can conclude banking companies. Okay. Yeah, before coming to the next class, please revise entire banking companies chapter. Very soon I will give